touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quay Walker
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers on the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Melvin Ingram drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And big problems there. They'll say this crossed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Running right, Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he finds Randall Cobb with a completion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And credit Chris Barnes rushing in there and hitting him for a loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Tua.
Got a man here. It's Wilson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion, Hill. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Quay Walker.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 15. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield, here's Tua.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready? Here's Mostert. Toss left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Long red. Long red. Yellow, blue.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Tua on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Black Ultra.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like, what feels good to you and what feels good to your team? You're down big. You really have, like, 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Quay Walker in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Ready, wait. Ready.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
He is going to find Hill here.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And Wilson with it, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal.
Tua.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 150 left in the football game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. They complete it to Hill. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Rodgers throwing here.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Okay, right?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break, from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Kenyon. He's got room past the 30. Look at the big fella go. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 98 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Jaydanosdaddy going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Green. Light blue. Teal blue.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Green Bay, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of them that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I
Yeah. Sound like some superhero. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me.
Military mind stated, and I keep a in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Mark said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. Me just to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. Me just to get that faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to.
Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.